What's up, folks? This is your boy DT 2.0, and today we have something I've been waiting for about 2 weeks now. I kind of BS'd on ordering it because I had some other things going, but I finally got it in today. It actually came in yesterday. I missed a delivery, and then I had some issues with FedEx, but I was finally able to go pick it up today. Not just issues with FedEx, but also issues with how Dell ships this with delivery or shipper restrictions on it, which means I can't send it to an alternate place to pick up because they don't, the way they shipped it, they don't allow it. So if you order one of these, if it's like mine and you go to the app and try to redirect it and it doesn't allow you, that's why. Even when I called them, but again, I was able to actually go to the FedEx place and physically tell them to, hey, hold it here when it comes back here. And this was after I missed a shipment, and then they were able to hold it. Anyway, the Alienware M15 R5 in its flesh. This is just a quick unboxing and then my initial impressions and what I feel about it. And then of course we already know I'm gonna do a consumer review that I'm gonna try to keep it short, but we all know I like to talk, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, right off the bat, if you look at this thing, this box is significantly smaller than the M15 R3 and R4 box, the other two previous M15s I had. So it'll be interesting to see one, the condition in it, because this is how it comes, just with this piece of paper wrapped around it, and then two, is it how it compares in size to the M15 from looking at it. So let me pull this paper off, and then I'm gonna get right back to you. So I'm back, and again, it's pretty much the same box, but a lot smaller. Right, I have some concern. There's some dents on here. There's a dent on the corner, look like from where I hit the deck. So, I'm kind of shaky the way Dell / Alienware ships these things. But hey, I haven't had a broken one yet. Hopefully this one is not. And if it is, I'll show you and I won't hide anything. Anyway, the box is pretty much the same. The only difference is, as you can see, AMD written right here, because this is what they call the Ryzen edition, or the Ryzen version of it, the R5. Box is not taped. It's just held by the handle. So let's go ahead and open this up. And for the first time, we see right off the bat that it's actually wrapped in plastic, where the R4 and the R3, it was just boom, computer just in there, right? And I'm already blasted back by the color of it because I missed that Dark Side of the Moon. Now this is not the QHD version, and I'll go over the specs here in a minute once I bust it open. But I'm already a big fan of the Dark Side of the Moon because it kind of goes with if you see my setup that I posted on online in my feed before, we know I'm going with that dark theme. But anyway, on here on the left side, you can see we got our power cable here. Bust it open. Yeah, nothing special here. And here is the power brick, which looks about the same. Yep, this is just 240 watts, about the same. Again, nothing special here. Still got some heft to it, so be mindful of that when you travel with this. Now, before, the last box I had a good amount of foam in it. This is just cardboard right here, right? And this is plastic right here. That's pretty much, yeah, it's plastic. It's plastic right here that's securing the laptop in place. Again, you know me, when I ship stuff to people, like if I sold something and I ship some stuff to people, it's gonna be wrapped 2, 3, 4 times to make sure that it doesn't get damaged. Obviously, Dell has another thought in their mind when it comes to that, but hey, it is what it is. If it's not damaged, it is what it is. Now, you can see where the box been rubbing against this, so let me see if we can let's see if we can pull this thing out. Come on, Dell, y'all gotta give me a way to get this thing out. Hold it. So after messing with it a few minutes, there is a tab in here, and I was about to cuss them out over not having a tab to pull this thing out, but there it is right there. And here we are. Now I'm gonna set this to the side so I can set the box to the side. All right, so here we go. Books. All right, let's see what we got here. This feels, no, it's cardboard. All right, same thing. What their history, where you can contact them, warranty information. Yep. And oh, well, setup and then warranty information. Anyway, let's put that in the box. Nothing else. Oops. Nothing else in this box. So we're gonna set this to the side and get to the main attraction. Oh, if the camera's crooked, my bad. All right, so here we are in the flesh. And again, I'm excited about having this Dark Side of the Moon. Now, just because it's darker, it looks kind of smaller, to be honest with you. So again, I don't have my M15, the white M15 anymore. I sold that, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But I can, yeah, this feels like a brick. I ain't gonna lie, which I like. I don't not like heavy computers. If it's too light, then it gives it a cheap feel. But anyway, let's go ahead and unwrap this. And again, I'm shocked that they put plastic on this thing, you know, because last time it was just raw dog. They sent it to you raw dog. Oddly, this paper feels like, or this plastic feels exactly like the plastic that they use in the Asus line. Come on, man. All right, cool. Will they be a piece of felt or something in the inside? Who knows? Now, okay. Okay. Well, from the feels of it, they call this the high endurance coat, but yeah, it feels like it can take a beating. All right, so let's open this up and see what we got here. All right, so let's go over the specs real quick, just in case you're wondering. And again, if the camera's crooked, my bad, because I hit it with my chest when I was trying to open this thing up, because my OCD is kicking in. I'll have to straighten it up during filming or during editing. Anyway, this is the Alienware M15 Ryzen Edition R5. It has the Ryzen 9 5900HX, 1 terabyte of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, my bad, 32 gigabytes of RAM. This is obviously it's a Dark Side of the Moon color. The RTX 3070. We'll check to see whether it's max Q or not, or low powered, because remember they're moving away from that max Q I guess name. But right out the top, I'm digging the screen. Even though this is a 1080p screen, I'm kind of digging it right now, because from this distance that I'm sitting at, maybe about 2 feet, it looks kind of clear to me. So I'm really digging that right now, as of right now. The thing that...
Hi there, I'm Cortana.
Yeah,
and I'm here to help. A little sign in here.
Yeah,
Cortana. Your Wi-Fi there.
Shut the hell up. Anyway, and I'm gonna set this up and then come back. But let's go over these. Let's finish going over the specs. The thing that that changed from the Ryzen 4, or the Ryzen 4, the R4 and R3 to this one is you either get the 4-zone keyboard or you get the Cherry MX keyboard. So the keyboards changed. I haven't touched them yet. You guys know how big of a fan I was of last year's and the year before R3 and R4 keyboards. I haven't tried this Cherry MX keyboard yet, and I'm gonna do it off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and let y'all know. And of course, I'll talk about it in the review. And last but not least, 15.6 inch full HD 1080p 360 hertz screen. This is the fastest screen I've had ever here in my house or apartment, right? So I think the fastest I had before this was what, 300 from the last M15 or M15 R5 or R4. This is 360. So it'll be interesting to see how much can that 3070 push past that, and I'll finagle with some settings to see if I can get a high refresh rate past the norm. Anyway, NVIDIA G-Sync, something they call Comfort View Plus, which just means, I think, and from my reading, they just pull out some of the blues so your eyes won't get strained while gaming. And Advanced Optimus, which I don't think they called that out on the last two, the R3 and R4. I don't think they called that out, but this has Advanced Optimus. And I've also Wi-Fi 6 AX 1650. And that's it for the specs. So let me set this up, and then I'll give you my initial impressions. And plus, I need to see whether I need to charge this thing up. All right, folks, I finally set it up, and the keyboard I'm still not convinced on. And again, I'm not saying I don't like it, I just haven't used it enough. It's kind of snappy. I don't know how to clicky, and that might be good for people that game, and because everybody knows, if you don't know, I'm mainly a controller guy, but this might be advantage for people that game. But this keyboard it's clicky, like, and it has a, I don't know, like a metal ting to it. Anyway, I'll get into that when I do the consumer review. But man, two things one real big thing that I really like, and that's how buttery. I don't know what's more than buttery, whipped cream, smooth this screen is. I mean, the trackpad is it seems a lot more responsive now, because of this, because it seems more responsive now because the screen is so buttery smooth. I mean, it seems like it's just like if I move, I'm telling you, just it's like I'm scratching a record and it's giving me instant audio feedback. It's buttery smooth. And another thing I found out in NVIDIA control panel, just for verification, if you look right here, this is the 125 watt version of the 3070, which means that it's not Max Q, which they're trying to hide. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but it says Max Q Technologies. No, maximum graphics power, 125 watts. For those that are wondering what it is, or that are wondering if it is or if it's not. But what I'm going to do now is, let's just go around real quick, because I'm going to do the same thing during the review. But I just want to go around real quick to not, short you guys out of anything that you may have come to this video to see. Right? I love that they kept the power button the same, with the head that changes colors to whatever is clear in the dark, or it not glows in the dark, but it comes out in the dark. No Tobii eye tracking, and it seems that that's gone completely, even with the X series, which came out after I purchased this, so I will get it. Even with the X17 and X15, no Tobii. So Tobii's gone. I kind of knew that was happening because the writing was on the wall, because not that many games supported it, right? And if it did, like Tomb Raider supported it, and I used it once and didn't like it. But this does still have Windows Hello. On the last one, it had a camera, but you were using Tobii as Windows Hello. Now the camera at the top is Microsoft Windows Hello, and I set it up when I was setting up my computer, when I was setting it up. Now the screen may seem a little dim right now, but I had to turn it down because the camera was blowing out the whites on it. So the screen it's okay, right? It's not 400, 500 nit okay like I like my screens, but for a 1080p screen, it's okay. So let's close this up here, unplug it, and see what we got. Now, right off the bat, even though this may be a little bit smaller than last year's, it sure don't feel like it, right? It sure don't feel like it. Now, as you can see, we have vent here that's redesigned, and of course your Ethernet expandable port, and then headphone mic combo jack. On the right side, you have just two USB-A ports and a vent. And in the back end, right, it looks kind of empty, and I was concerned at first, right? But now I know why it's empty back here, right? Because one, they pulled off the graphics amp port that I knew was going to go at some point, even though some folks commented saying, oh, I have it and it's great. Not enough people supported it, just like Tobii, so it got taken out. It's not, I don't even think it's in the X series, but it looked kind of bare bones back here. And I was thinking to myself, why would they do this, right? Another USB-A port, a display port, and then that's it, right? No USB-C. Wow. So you ask yourself, what happened? What happened to the M15? What happened to the M15 last year that had all of those connectors in the rear exactly where we like them, right? With the exhaust vent and the lights around the back, the glowing head. What happened? Well, guess what? They finally listened, and they weren't listening to me because, I'm just a ant in space right now. But they finally listened to the people to say, hey, we need some incentive to move up to the 17-inch version. We need some incentive to move up to that next tier. Well, part of your incentive is, if you look at the ass end of those X7, X15 and X17, they have a whole lot more ports in the back, right? This one doesn't even, as I look at it, doesn't even have a damn SD card slot, or micro SD card slot. So wow, I just feel right now, look, and again, I'm gonna get to all of my in-depth thoughts on this in my review, and I have to see the performance. But right now, I just feel like the M15 took a step down so they can make the gap wider between this and then the X series, which just got announced like 2 days ago, and I ordered this like 2 weeks ago. So a little disappointed. I was excited about this, and I'm still excited about using it, but am I going to keep it? This thing's going to have to perform. I'm talking about out of the box for me to consider keeping this and not paying the extra $1,000 to get the X series, right? And I'm going to call it the X series, but the X15 and X17, because those things are just, $33 and $35, $3,800, little high for a laptop. But if it's replacing, in my opinion, if it's replacing the Area 51 series, I think that's a suitable replacement. As you can see, that's Windows Hello working just as fast, and I'm behind the camera, so it's working fast and working how it's supposed to. But again, I'm going to test this thing, and I'm going to let you guys know exactly how I feel about it. Right now, I was excited. Now, not so much. I might be putting in an order for the X series tonight so I can get it at the beginning of July, later than everybody else, like I got this one. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comment. If you want me to do anything with it, hit me up in the comments. One thing I do want to point out, no crooked stickers. Look at that. All right, somebody actually put some work into putting the stickers on here the right way. I'm looking at you, Asus, or Asus, or however you want to call it. But can't wait to do my consumer review. So I'll be spending a lot of time with this weekend, and then hopefully I'll be able to post something about this next week sometime. And going off topic, I got a Lenovo Legion 5 Pro coming today. Can't wait to see that, and then compare these two to that, because I haven't had Lenovo in a while because of the issue that I had. I didn't trust them. Now I'm opening up my arms to try to trust them again. So we'll see. I'm supposed to be getting that delivered here in the next 3 hours or so. So hopefully I'll be able to have those two reviews, and then a comparison between those two, as well as the other computers that I had in here. Again, if you have any questions, hit me in the comments. Thanks for watching. This is DT 2.0. Peace.